Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video we are having a quick guide over the architecture of Git and what Git actually is. We'll have a theoretical knowledge here. So Git is basically a version control system, and in this version control system we can collaboratively work in a project. We can manage projects easily, and we can it helps us to keep a change in the track of the files. These are the things in a version control system. Version control system are basically of two types. One is centralized version control system and another one is the distributed version control system. While talking about the centralized version control system has a, we can show it here. It has a central server. From a central server, that is the repository here. From the repository we can commit or we can update to the repository, and we are having our developers here working. So it is having a central server from where we can commit or update our files. But while talking about the distributed repository, in the distributed repository we are having a central repository, and from there we will be having few local repositories. Means from the central repository we will have this is the central one, and from here we'll have few local repositories. The commit and push work will be performed from this local repository. It will be not performed with the central repository, it will be performed from the local repository. So here what the main thing is, if the main server if this main server will die, the files will not die. It will be stored, it will be copied exactly same in this local repositories. In the local repositories it will be copied as the same. So even if the main file dies, it will not be died. It will be stored in the distributed repository. It will be stored in the local repository. This is the work of a distributed version control system. And in the central control systems, central version control systems, we are having CVs, perforce, and then the distributed control system we are having Git, buzzer. These things are there. Now coming to the types of Git, there are two types of Git. One is the Git server and then is the Git client. Git server is the repository, and it is one of the largest hosts that will help us to store or manage files and work collaboratively. That is the main function of a Git server. Git server is kind of a it is used to store and maintain the source code of the project. So GitHub, GitLabs are there that will help us to store or maintain a collaborative environment to store the projects. We'll have a more clearer view in the upcoming videos. Then going to Git client. Git client is like an open source software. It is in the .exe form, and it also has three kind of softwares in it. That is Git bash, Git GUI, Git CMD. These things are there in the softwares. If you check my previous video, you will know that we have written few commands like git version in the Git bash, and there are more kind of commands that we can write in Git bash or Git GUI. We'll have a more clearer view in the upcoming videos. This is just a small introduction of the basic architecture that we are having in Git or the version control system. Now going to the main architecture of Git. Git architecture are of three types. First is the working area, second is the stage area, and third is the local repository. So here we can see the first one where we are having the working area. So in the working area, this is the working area, this is the stage area, this is the local repository. The works we are doing are in the working area. While the works are completed, we are sending those to the stage area. We are saying our work is completed and it is ready for the local repository. So that is going to the stage area. We are adding those files in the stage area. After stage area, the work is committed and then it is sent to the local repository. So in the local repository, what we are doing, we are getting the works from the server client. We are storing the works in the local repository, and then it is pushed to the remote repository. or if it is required, it can be again pulled out from the remote repository. Remote repository is what? It is the Git server that we are saying it as GitHub. That is the remote repository. That is the main working Git architecture, and this is the way the entire Git architecture works. Thank you everyone. That's all for this video. And if you need more information on Git, then check the pinned comment. You will have additional resources and helpful links to expand your knowledge further. Don't forget to explore the comment section. You'll find the handwritten notes there. And if you find this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more insightful content on Git. Thank you.